Hi friends, welcome back to #Megha today is my second video on finance concept. Yesterday I sent my first video. In that video, I told some concept of finance such as finance, cost, accounts, finance person and non-finance person. Let's take a short recap of all this concept so that we could understand our second video in a nice manner. The first concept was about finance. Finance means the process or study of creating, managing and circulating money. We can create money by selling, we can manage money by doing the financial analysis, and we can circulate money in sale, in purchase or on other extra activities so that we could get more return. The second concept is about cost. Cost means the actual amount or actual price of our product which is deducted after giving all the direct expenses. The third concept is accounts. Accounts means the name of our transaction, means whichever transactions we are doing, that we give that a particular name, that is called as accounts. And next concept we see that finance person and non-finance person. In accounting, finance person is the person whose activities, actions or decisions have the power to affect on the finance of business, on the profitability of business, is known as a finance person. And non-finance person is the person whose activity, actions, work or decisions doesn't affect on the profit of the business, is non-finance person. As I told yesterday, in any organization, not a single person is a non-finance person, because his small activity also can affect on our business, affect on our profit. It may help to increase our profit or it may be reason to decrease our profit. That's why every person who is working in any type of organization, though it is a trading organization, though it is a manufacturing organization, though it is a service organization, is a finance person. There is no person like a non-finance person. So today I am going to explain some another concept of a finance person, non-finance person and accounts person. Let's take an example to understand more details about finance person and non-finance person. Suppose if you are handling sales and you get an offer from your older customer. The customer says that he will buy a larger quantity of products from you, but he is requesting you to lower the price of that product. Let's take an example. Suppose you are the dealer of mobile phones, and one of the mobile shop wants to purchase some mobiles from you. He wants totally 100 pieces of mobile. The cost of one mobile is suppose 25,000 rupees, but he is saying that he will take the 100 mobile phones from you, but he wants the price of one mobile as rupees 20,000, means he wants to reduce the 5,000 rupees per piece. If you are taking this decision, then this will surely affect on your business. Means suppose if you accept this deal, then you have to suffer the loss of per piece 5,000 rupees, means you will get 5,000 rupees less for per piece. Second, if you reject this deal, then you will not get the money that will help to increase your profit, means you will get the 20,000 rupees for one mobile phone, and so in such a way you can sold out 100 mobile phones, so you will not get that the money. In both the situations, your decision, your final decision will surely affect on your business. That's why here this decision doesn't become the sales decision. Means if you are in sales department, then it doesn't become your sales decision, but it becomes a financial decision. That's why you are a finance person. Let's take another example. Suppose if you are handling inventory. In manufacturing company, we have to maintain inventory. Inventory means raw materials. Inventory means raw materials which is required to produce the final product. Suppose you are handling inventory, so at that time you must be assured that for production you have enough inventory, and after giving for the production, then the remaining inventory is also enough. Means you can't store extra inventory, because after some time this inventory becomes our dead stock, and dead stock is a very big trouble for our company or for our profit. So it shouldn't be a dead stock. You must be aware about that. That's why you must be careful about maintaining the inventory. Suppose you want to do production of some product at large quantity, but you don't have enough inventory, then surely it will affect on your production and it will affect on your sales also. But suppose you have large scale of inventory inventory stored at your godown, but you don't have any production orders, then that inventory will be after some time that will be dead stock, and that will be loss for your business. So in the both situation, whatever decision we take, we become a finance person. Though we are a production manager, though we are a sales manager, or though we are a stock manager, it becomes the financial decision. So when you are on that post, you are a finance person. When we work in a company or when we run a company, we have the responsibility towards the profitability of our organization. We must be responsible for everything that is happening in our company. That's why every person in our company becomes a financial person. In company or in finance, there are another two concepts. Many people got confused between finance person and accounts person. Let's take information about that. Finance person means we see that the person whose decisions, whose activities affect on the business, affect on the profit of our business, he becomes our finance person. But what is meant by accounts person? Accounts person means the person who records all our transactions, who analyze all our data, and told us that is our company in profit or loss. Finance person is like a scorekeeper in a cricket match. We see cricket match. In that cricket match, there are player, there are umpire, there is a coach, and there are two teams, batsman and bowlers team. There are some fielders are keeping there. So they have the very important role in the match because they leads match towards the winning or losing. But in the cricket match, the scorekeeper means the person who is maintaining the record, means which batsman has selected how many balls, he has played for how many runs, did he play a history, did he got the century or not. All these points is recorded by scorekeeper. If the scorekeeper is not there, then players will not understand that how much wickets are there, how much overs are completed, how much runs they required, and which team is about to win and which team is about to lose. So scorekeeper is the most important part. Though he is not physically in the match, the accounts person is same like that. Accounts person has no responsibility or has no authority for the profit of the business, but he just have to mention the all incomings and outgoings of the business, means how much income has we done, how much expenses has we done, how much profit we have earned, what is our remaining, are we in a good state or are we in a bad state. That is mentioned by the accounts person. That's why same as like a finance person, accounts person is also very important. Another example, this inventory keeper. In production, as I told in example before, inventory keeper is the person who maintains the inventory, who manages the inventory. He must be good aware about how much inventory I have needed while for how much production. Means he must be very good in calculation so that he could betterly understand how much inventory he have to store, so that whenever I need the required inventory, the required quantity of inventory will be available, and the required quantity of inventory will be remained. He must know about that. That's why it's like a storekeeper or inventory keeper. These both persons are very important in any business. First person is a finance person who becomes the main reason for the profitability of business, and the accounts person who becomes the main reason to know the profitability of business, because accounts person keeps all accounts. He prepares balance sheet, trading account, profit and loss account. He told us the profit of our business, he told us the financial position of our business, so that all the persons could learn that how they are doing. That's why these both persons are most important in the business. If we are working in any business, then we must know that which of our activity can affect on the profitability of the business. If we know all those actions or activities, we can work up betterly for the business, and it will help to increase the profit of our business. So every person must be aware about that, and for that reason I had prepared a chart in which I told that which of our activities can affect on the profitability of our business, such as my good knowledge, my best skill of taking inquiries, my communication with my all the students, the satisfaction of the students. If they got satisfied, then they will bring the admissions. If they not get satisfied, they will not bring the admissions. And all these points I have mentioned in that. So if you also want to be a best finance person or best accounts person, both way, then you must be aware about your action, about your activities that will affect on your business. This was my today's video about account person, finance person, and how means finance person is the who and how our financial decision can affect on our business. I hope you like that videos and you understand that videos. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. We will see the next concept in tomorrow's video.